Hello Cancer, this is Victoria from Mindful Bamboo and I'm here with your April tarot forecast. As always, we'll be looking at your love situation, at your career and workspace, and we'll get you some guidance from the universe on how to best navigate the energies of the month of April. I am running a little late with the reads this month, but there's been so much going on with the eclipses, with me starting my new show, which hopefully you guys already heard the note. I was doing some posts in the community tab. It's now out. It's happening every Friday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and of course you can catch the recording. If you haven't seen it yet but you want to, you don't know how to get there, ask me for more information in the comments. We're still setting everything up in terms of different social networks and all the links, but it will also be on the podcast networks. But we're getting there one step at a time. Right now the easiest way to watch it is on their YouTube channel, the YouTube channel of Bold and Brave TV. But like I said, I was providing links in the community tab, so the best way to see it is through there. All right, those I think are the biggest news. So let's see what we have for you. Let's get an oracle card first. At the end, we'll pull some messages from a person of interest to yourself. What does Cancer need to know for the month of April? Okay, we got Sacred Pool. I will actually read this because I don't quite remember what this was supposed to be, but I like the sound of it for sure. The world is a reflection of your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. Embody the love you wish to see in the world. When you look into the mirror, do you like what you see? The Sacred Pool card asks that you focus on self-love and self-esteem. We are all works in progress, so a detached self-examination made with rigorous honesty is called for now. Reflect by the Sacred Pool and be at peace with yourself. Can you see how far you've come and how magical your life is? Do you notice the spark of the divine shining through your eyes? When you are conscious that you are the embodiment of spirit, it becomes easier to respect yourself and act in good conscience. Then you reap the greatest rewards. Your unique service to the world is not only needed, but celebrated. See the love within you and know that if you cast it upon the waters, it will return to you tenfold. Be at peace, for you are beautiful and loved. Act with surety and confidence, and success shall be yours, whatever your inquiry. It is a magical time, Cancer, and I love this. This is so loving, so kind. Channel that energy to yourself, from yourself, and establish that channel with the outside world. Kind of automatically, by the sound of it. So for your love life, we have the Chariot. You could be dealing with another Cancer, or it could be you. Two of Pentacles. And the Hermit. This is Virgo. Okay, for your career space, we have Two of Wands. Choosing a new direction. The Sun, beautiful. It is Leo energy, also the happiest card in the deck. Oh, and Four of Wands, this is long-term commitment with something. Advice, Ace of Swords, Nine of Cups. That's that love. And Knight of Swords. Like, look at this image. To me, what we were just reading about the Sacred Pool, this is like the embodiment. If we wanted to show an actual you there and how you're supposed to see yourself in your life. Okay, bottom of the deck, Three of Cups. So April could be a time of celebration. It's not your birthday season just yet, but maybe you're celebrating a religious or family holiday. It could be an anniversary, it could be your friend's birthday, right? It can be a variety of occasions, but there is something to celebrate. If you haven't found that yet, please go and look for it, because that definitely will change things up in terms of, like, it will refresh your energy. It will help you connect to your inner child. It will get you into that joyful, happy mode, actually, that we have in this Sun card here, that you're supposed to embrace. Anyway, looking at your love life, I don't see a lot of partnership here, but this is also, like, in this part of the spread, it's not always about the relationship with a romantic partner. It's a more intimate space in general. It's also your personal space and your work on yourself, within yourself. And that's what I see here, Cancer. As much as we like to talk about the other person, but we'll get some messages from them. If you have someone in your life, even if you're not together, if you have them in mind, we'll get those messages for you. Just wait and see. But for now, I'd like to talk a little bit about where you are personally, right? Because this time in April, like most of April, we have Mercury retrograde, 1st to 21st. We just had those eclipses that brought in a lot of different energy, right? And what I mean by that is a lot of times we're supposed to change our ways. We cannot continue the same way that we were juggling things and making things happen and just trying to be that, to hold space for everyone, which Cancers do a lot of times, right? We just can't do that. But FYI, this is your energy to Chariot. Like, we are supposed to be creating space and paths to move forward ourselves and for other people to move forward. But it needs to come from a place of inner confidence and knowing. The place of a healed energy, where you don't need to chase twisters somewhere. You don't need to do a lot of things outwards to prove yourself, for people to pay attention to you, for people to be with you, right? That is going away. So that's what eclipses do. They make sure that it's like a cut over moment where whatever didn't serve its state in the past, and you don't really have access to it anymore. So you can try, but well, you won't be able to do it for much longer. You just won't. The universe will not allow it. And you have two major arcanas here, showing you that it's time to take time for yourself, actually, to introspect, to review. What is it that you're taking with you on this journey? What's in your luggage? What is dear and near to you? Is it loving? Are people that you're bringing with you loving? Towards you, towards themselves, towards the world? Or like, what is this image that you're trying to create? Imagine that you had to move halfway across the world tomorrow. And you can you can't bring everything with you magically, right? Like, it has to fit into, like, let's say a van, right? And maybe you can bring, I don't know, 5 people with you. Who would those be? What would we put in the van? What kind of life will you want to create in a new place? Because, we talk a lot about, like, if you're moving to a completely new place where people don't know you, you can reinvent yourself, right? You can be whoever you want. Like, you don't need to deal with people still knowing the old you, and now you're trying to say, I'm not that person anymore. You can create yourself, your persona from scratch. So what would that be like? Because guess what? Right now you have that chance, even though you're in the same spot, maybe physically, geographically. Maybe you're even doing the same job and you're hanging out with the same people. But you have the ability, the energy is favorable for you to reinvent yourself in the best possible way. So what would you do with that potential? For your career space, things are looking very, very nicely here. And we have a lot of this fiery energy. We have the Wands, we have the Sun card. By the way, yes, spending time in the sun, if that's something that is in line with your health situation, because I don't know what that might be. For some people, it's, counterintuitive to spend time in the sun. But if you don't have any conditions that advise against it, spending time in the sun would be very beneficial. Or by the fire, another way of experiencing this fiery energy. That will bring you more, on the one hand, peace, on the other hand, confidence to move forward. And it looks like you're making a choice that's going to make you happy. You're seeing a lot of potential with it, long term, whatever it is. And the universe is supporting you there. And not only does it help you invest your potential in kind of like what you're doing for the world, let's put it that way, right? Whatever that job is, whatever, services you provide, whatever that occupation is, that contract is, that commitment is. but it's also helping you personally. Again, to reinvent yourself, see yourself from a new place. Also see where maybe you have your lack or your gaps or some sadness and grieving that needs to go, right? So it will help, it will be that reflective pool for you to see where you are yourself personally. Beautiful. Last but not least, the advice. Well, we've kind of been through it, right? Like this person, definitely like this is like embrace the love, be the love, and the world will reflect it to you. But also be firm in your communication of your beliefs, what you stand for, and what you feel how you deserve to be treated, what your expectations are in a conversation, in a relationship, whatever that is. Could be friends and family, could be professional, could just be casual, but if the situation calls for it and you're seeing that things are not right, it's very important that you stand up for yourself and you speak your truth. I don't know, maybe you're not being serviced well at the doctor's office or something, right? You don't like the attitude, the communication just makes you very uncomfortable. There is something to say there, and not just be like, well, I only come here once a year, so I might as well just swallow my pride and just go through it, suffer through it, and be off with it. Not the time to do that, for sure. It's time to speak up. Okay, messages from your person. I'm just wondering why I didn't prepare. Oh, I did prepare another deck. Like, usually I have something pre-shuffled. I have the Witch's Tarot here. So let's get some messages for Cancer from their person of interest. We got one card, which is the Emperor. Wow. Your person wants to be that Emperor for you. 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands. Wow, this is so good. Yeah, so let's just say your person has certain remorse of how things have been in the past between the two of you. And they definitely want to show up in this energy of... It's not about the gender, by the way, it's about the energy. But this is a very strong masculine energy. If you're dealing with someone who's primarily feminine energy, then this person definitely feels like they need to show that they're not the damsel in distress, that they can stand up for themselves, that they're strong on their own, that they have strong belief system, things like that. If it's an actual primarily masculine energy, then yes, they definitely want to, I don't want to say show off, but they definitely want to impress you. Let's put it that way. And we can see it here as well. So they definitely want victory. They want to be the one, so you have no doubts. You're not looking at any other options. They want to be that one person. If you're already married and you're thinking, well, we're already in a commitment, it doesn't mean that the person you're with cannot have any fears or doubts that you may leave them for someone else, or that they're not doing their duty as a spouse, whether it's a husband or wife, take it how it resonates. Right? So they definitely want to step up. And they do understand that's the important part of it. And that's, I feel like it's also brought by the eclipse energy. They understand that they need to do that by bringing more balance into this give and take, into how each person invests in a relationship and what their part is in both of those, right? To make sure that, like, essentially not to go too far and try to overcompensate, but see how that works in a balanced way, the give and take. That it doesn't mean that people bring exactly the same amount of something, right? It doesn't mean that they contribute in exactly the same way. It doesn't mean that it's always 50-50 that they contribute each, right? Like, knowing these nuances, learning about them, is gonna really bring them the success in what they're trying to do, what they're trying to tell you. And yeah, hopefully that will be the case. And this is also Aries season, so that also tells me that, because the Emperor symbolizes Aries, that they wanna make it happen in April. We are in Aries season right now, so they want to act on it fast. Okay, I hope this was useful to you, Cancer. I love you guys. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and share it with those who may benefit from this type of reading. And of course, this was for Sun, Moon, and Ascendant Cancer. So if you were checking just your sun sign, check out readings for your other placements. I love you all, and I'll be back with more readings very, very soon.